The minute of the day. At 6 in the morning, the alarm went off loudly in the boarding room. Thought tempered by the tugus. It's hard when I wake up in the morning to go to class. For me, Monday is very tiring day. Why? Because I go to class in the morning until the afternoon. At 7 in the morning, I had to campus to attend the first lecture. The course was political communication, which gave me broad insight into politics. After college ended, after 40 minutes, I went straight to the lecture hall for the second course. The subject is English, which I have to pay close attention to because my English is not good. 3 o'clock in the afternoon was the last class. I was very enthusiastic, even though I felt sleepy. I wanted to quickly go home to my boarding house because I couldn't wait to greet my bed. The minute of today. Today with enthusiasm that has not faded and the sun greet us with its warm rays. It have given me enthusiasm in the morning. I wake up early, rush to shower and prepare myself for college. Coincidentally, these two courses were held via Zoom. At 9 in the morning, I immediately prepared my laptop and had a cup of coffee in my hand to relax. Today, the first course is educational communication. At the end of the first Zoom roll call, time had arrived and my friends were secretly making videos using funny effects. After the first lecture ended, I took the time to buy a light snack to relieve fatigue. The second course is quantitative knowledge methods, where this method is the basic for a future thesis. After a lecture ended, I immediately played games to relieve fatigue because the previous course had drained my energy. The minute of today, that day, as usual, class returned to online format. The lecturer tells us to form groups to work on the latest assessment that has just been given. Even though online class sometimes feel a little monotone, we as students still try to participate actively. After finishing class, I went home to the boarding house. While crossing the corridor, I ran into an old friend who somehow always appreciated at the right time. We decided to spend time together. Sitting in the living room of the boarding house, we talked about college, assessment, and also just everyday life. After hours of talking and laughing, my friend finally said goodbye to go home. I decided to relax for a moment. I lay on the bed and closed my eyes, contemplating what had been said earlier, even though it's online interaction like this provide warm and unforgettable memories. The minute of today, that day I woke up at 7 in the morning as usual without thinking. I immediately rushed to the bedroom. However, when I was under the shower, I remember that it was a holiday. A spontaneous smile appeared on my face. That unplanned day looks like it will be special. After showering, I decided to start the day relaxing. I wore comfortable clothes and left the boarding house to a nearby stall to buy breakfast. The calm morning atmosphere and fresh air make me feel more relaxed. At the shop, I meet several board house friends who also decide to have breakfast there. We chose a comfortable seat and start the day with a warm cup of coffee and delicious food. While enjoying breakfast, we chat about plans for the day and share like stories. The minute of today, that day, as usual, class returned to online format after attending a few classes from the comfort of my boarding house. I realized that the gallon of water was running out. Without thinking much, I decided to go to the mini market near the boarding house to buy a new gallon. Back at the boarding house, I decided to make a cup of coffee as the water boiled. I let the aroma of coffee fill the room. While waiting for the coffee to be served, I turned on my favorite music. The calm atmosphere with music and the smell of coffee create small moments that make my day better. After enjoying the coffee, feel energetic and decide to go out of for a while. That afternoon, I decide to go for a walk. I stopped into the campus gymnast, a calm and beautiful place. There, I found a comfortable place to sit and enjoy the beautiful sun. The minute of the day started a little late when I woke up at 10:30 in the morning. In my confusion, I realized that it was time to go to college. Without much talk, I immediately rushed to get ready and leave. When I arrived at class, it turned out that I had missed several parts of the material being given by the lecturer. I looked for a seat quickly and in the midst of the serious lecture atmosphere. My friend, who was sitting next to me, suddenly joked an unexpected cuteness in the middle of an otherwise attention lecture. We create moment of joy that make us all smile. However, my friend cute did not escape the lecture attention. Gently reprimanded, he gave a smile and promised to focus more. We all laughed out loud, creating a bright impression on what previously seemed like an ordinary day. The minute of the day was one of the few days of I had, and my sleep pattern remained vacation style. I lay awake until I finally woke up at 10 in the morning. My boarding housemate approached my room excitedly, bringing a story about a woman who was the center of his attention. Her face was full of excitement, and we talked about love, life, and everything in between. While enjoying the moment on the roof, I reflected on the day that had passed. A holiday that initially started with the comfort of waking up late, conversation with boarding house friend, hard work doing assignment, and finally the beautiful choice of the sunset on the roof of the boarding house. The minute of the day, that morning, that day I had been looking forward to so much. I woke up excited to go to campus. The reason today our class agreed to wear high school uniform as a form of memory. After getting ready cheerful, I set off with a high sense of enthusiasm. When he arrived at campus, other classmates had also gathered in front of the class. Togetherness and cheerful laughter have been felt since the morning. Uniquely, two of my friends come late to class, and in the spirit of camaraderie, we all agreed to call them punks. Considering the uniform they were wearing, laughter filled the room, creating a cheerful atmosphere in the morning. The minute of the day. Today, the lecture routine was replaced with a rather unique seminar, a hair washing seminar. The theme raised by the racial person sounded interesting, and we were all enthusiastic to listen to the presentation that would be given. That sample seminar provide a different feel from ordinary days on campus. After we finished listening to the latest tips and tricks in the world of hair care, we returned to the classroom to continue the day's schedule. However, draw sign began to set in, especially because during the day it made my eyes heavy. Despite trying hard to stay focused, eventually fatigue started to take over. The minutes of the day. Today, my schedule is filled with hurrying meeting in Sariwangi. The atmosphere of the meeting was very seriously because we discussed work program from each field with great attention. The meeting started at noon and continued until late evening. Although the meeting material is very important, the fact that is less from day to night makes it a tiring experience. We discussion detailed work programs, activity planning, and various other technical matters. The intense discussion and decision that had to be made drained our energy. The minute of the day after the first class ended, I decided to take a moment to have breakfast. I went out to a nearby stall to buy a delicious breakfast. The bright morning atmosphere and fresh air made the short trip a pleasant moment. In the afternoon, I decided to share my joy with my boarding house friend. We gathered the guitars and played some of our favorite songs together. The cheerful atmosphere and harmony of the guitar made the afternoon a fun and relaxing moment. We also sing together, creating unforgettable moment of together amidst the busyness of college. The minutes of the day, my friend and I decide to go to the campus canteen. The atmosphere of the canteen is buzzy with favorite food aromas, tempting the taste buds. We chose a comfortable seat and filled our stomach with lunch. After lunch, we moved to the campus hall to kill time while waiting for the call to prayer for free day prayer. There, we made small talk about various topics from college, listen to weekend plans. The relaxed atmosphere in the ball made our conversation even more interesting. The minute of the day. This morning routine is part of daily independence, which make me feel more prepared for the activities that await. While I was busy with my motorbike, one of my boarding house friends approached me and asked me to play billiards. The idea was quite interesting, especially since we were both bored and didn't have any special plans for the day. Finally, we agreed to play billiards as a spontaneous pastime. We went to the local pool hall and rented a table for a few hours. Playing billiards is not only a way to pass the time, but also a fun moment together. We love teach other and competent personality. The relaxed atmosphere and extensive game made our boredom quickly forgotten. The minute of the day. Today, as usual, I start the morning with routine activities. After complementing the tasks in the morning, the afternoon come with no definite activity. Feeling bored and having no special plans, I decide to watch a horror movie to entertain myself. Sitting in front of the screen, I was lost in the scary story playing out before me. The dark and mysterious atmosphere in horror film give a different sensation that makes today seem more interesting. Even though I was at home, I could feel the adrenaline rush from the suspenseful story. After the movie finished the afternoon early to get rid of boredom, I decided to clean the room and rearrange the layout while listening to my favorite music. I start cleaning and tidying things around the room. This activity not only makes the room look tidier but also give a fresh and pleasant impression. The minute of the day. The day was a special day because two of my friends were celebrating birthday. The class atmosphere was full of joy as we all celebrated this special moment. In fact, Lexter also took part in the celebration and gave cake gift the celebration their friend birthday. Even though I did feel well in the morning, I still feel happy because I could still celebrate. Even though you can go to class, you can still feel the excitement. I decided to take a short break outside of class while enjoying this moment from afar. A few moments later, one of my friends broke a piece of cake outside the classroom and gave it to me, even though I couldn't celebrate this directly in class. A piece of the cake made my day better. The minute of today our focus is on determining group division from mass media lesson. Along with a group of friends, we try to organize ourselves to create content and analyze release content. After group division was complete, we immediately began the creative process. Discussion and collaboration are the keys to production informative and interesting content. Luckily, the letter gave us the freedom to choose analysis topic that suit our group interest and knowledge. We find ourselves engaged in in-depth analysis, creating content relevant to our chosen topic. This process not only increases our understanding of the material but also strengthens the collaboration among us as a group. The minute of the day. Today after class, we continued our fun tradition of hanging out in the campus hallway. The atmosphere in the hall is filled with laughter, light, conversation, and positive energy. The main topic of conversation was preparation for the intimate evening activation which would be held for the second time. Planning to celebrate together, we discussed fun ideas and planned activity to make the evening a memorable one. Every member of the force contribution, creating enthusiasm and excitement that was interesting felt after a while I decided to say goodbye to go home first even though the atmosphere is very pleasant. There are tasks waiting to be completed and I want to buy them in installment so they don't fill up. The minute of the day in the silence of the boarding house, I let myself get lost in talk. The sound of music playing soft created a calm and the atmosphere for a moment. I feel calm in the silence, letting thoughts wander and emotions flow. Time passed slowly and contemplation bring peace to the heart. However, suddenly I feel the desire to really fell silent. I turned off the music and let silence fill the room. In the solitude, deep thought emerged, creating space for self-reflection. When the sun started to creep down, I decided to end the complementation session and prepare for the next activity. Together with our friend, we surveyed the villa location again in the afternoon. The journey the, to the villa was full of light conversation and laughter, creating a relaxing atmosphere. The minute of the day, my responsibility as an event organizer are the main focus. I enthusiastically invite my fellow committee members to complete the preparation together. The journey to the meeting place was filled with light chatter and laughter, creating a relaxed atmosphere. Upon arrival at the venue, we proceeded to purchase the item needed for the Even shopping list and careful planning serve as our guide, and we strive to complete tasks of efficiency even though there were severe challenges that arose. That spirit of togetherness among the committee made every obstacle feel lighter. The minute of the day friendly like a reef, and the atmosphere on campus become lively with the presence of many people. As part of the celebration, I had promised to go with someone. However, the plan was slightly disrupted due to an urgent hearing meeting, which could not be avoided. After the meeting was over, I rushed out in the hope that I could still catch up on the intimate evening. Even though I had said that I would come after the meeting, I felt a bit regretful because I couldn't go with the college. A few moments together on the way to an event can be valuable time to strengthen friendship bonds. The minute of the day today is an unexpected story after last night where a friend's car broke down and still hasn't been repaired to this day. When it's time to go home, the responsibility to help this friend get home becomes a priority. Together with the chief executive, we prepare to undertake this unexpected adventure. The process of towing a car was not easy, but with good cooperation between the three of us, the car was finally able to be towed safely. The chief executive and I worked together, giving instruction and overseeing every step. Even though it is tiring, the spirit of helping makes the atmosphere lighter. The minutes of the day today is National Batik Day, and the enthusiasm to commemorate it is felt throughout the class. We as a class agreed to wear batik clothes as a form of respect for Indonesian culture and diversity. The atmosphere in the class became more colorful with the various batik motifs worn by classmates. After class, as usual, I went home to my boarding house. There, I decided to play online games as a way to relieve boredom and relax after a pretty busy day. The sound of music fills the room, creating a relaxing atmosphere while enjoying my favorite online game. The minutes of the day. Today, we, a group of friends, held a discussion meeting to determine the dams we will analyze. The choice fell on the revision of the archipelago capital law, which had just been passed. This decision was taken because we recognized that importance of discussion and understanding the impact and implication of change to the law. The discussion started energetically, and each member of the group gave their view and opinions on the chosen them. Heated debate and exchange of ideas filled the room, creating an atmosphere full of enthusiasm and focus. The minute of the day, today I woke up early with enthusiasm to start activity. My plan is to buy food to take to campus before class start. With light step, I stepped out of the boarding house toward my favorite place for breakfast. Arriving at the shop I subscribe to, I order the food I usually buy. However, suddenly I receive a notification that the place I was supposed to take was cancelled. Although a little disappointed because I bought both the food with such enthusiasm, I decided not to waste any time. The journey home brought a feeling of lightness and freedom as of the day had provided an opportunity for a little rest. The minute of the day today was full of preparation for the highly anticipation group presentation. Together with group members, we gathered to plan and create a title for our analysis. The success of the presentation will depend greatly on good preparation and coordination between us. The morning started quickly, and after getting myself together, I prepared to my to meet my group members at core meeting place. The room was filled with joy and enthusiasm. We talked about ideas for analysis titles, trying to find the most relevant and interesting ones. The title selection process is not always easy because each member has different view and contribution. Despite some disagreement, we were able to reach agreement on the title of our analysis. After deciding on the title, we immediately started preparing for the presentation. The minute of today, the day after forgetting not to make a video, I decided to make the best of my holiday. With high morning spirit, I woke up early than usual to start the day. The first thing after waking up is to clean and tidy the room. Arranging things and making the bed give a fresh and tidy impression to the room. I enjoyed the silence of the morning, which was only disturbed by the sound of my light footsteps. Until you are done with your room, the next step is to wash your socks and clothes. I choose to involve myself in this household task as a way to stay productive and feel organized. At the same time, the aroma of laundry soap and the sound of running water provide a feeling of warmth and comfort in the morning. The minute of the day, today I start by waking myself up in the morning full of intention to start to plan activities. The main reason for waking up early is to respond to the motorbike service schedule that has been previously set. My motorbike needs maintenance, and today is the day I've been waiting to take it to the repair shop. After showering and getting ready, I checked the motorbike service schedule and made sure I had prepared all the necessary documents. I was getting ready to go to the workshop. The weather outside felt fresh, and there were mixed feeling of anticipation and anxiety. Even though servicing a motorbike is a routine task, there is a feeling of satisfaction from taking care of your beloved vehicle. Arriving at the repair shop, I handed the motorbike over to a mechanic who was familiar with its condition. The minute of the day, the morning was spent preparing for the exciting evening. I checked in with friends to make sure everything was unplanned and to make sure that nothing was forgotten. We discussed the time and place to meet, as well as planned activities at Charing Tilu. In the evening, when the sun began to set, I feel even more excited. I got ready with a cheerful heart, close Lotus table for tonight with the best of the friends gathered at the meeting point were also full of the same enthusiasm. The night was getting late, and we decided to return to our first tour of the region. The journey home was filled with funny stories and unforgettable memories of this evening. When I returned to the boarding house, I felt grateful for the opportunity to spend time with friends. This day, although simple, has brought happiness and beautiful memories to my life. The minute of the day, I opened my eyes feeling excited to face a new day. After cleaning myself up, I decided to start the morning with a healthy breakfast. I walked to the coffee shop near campus to buy some breakfast supplies. The choice fell on fresh milk and wheat bread. I realized the importance of starting the day with good nutrition, especially when I have a busy college schedule. After breakfast, I got ready quickly. I made sure to bring my book and lecture notes before leaving the boarding house. The drive to campus was full of positive energy, and I enjoyed the clear blue sky overhead. Times minute of the day. Today is a special day, starting with a moment full of gratitude. I woke up with a warm feeling after hearing such a sincere thank you from someone who had just watched me. Maybe it's friend, family, or even a viewer on an online platform where I share my work experience. Thank you for the moment created. Thank you for the opportunity to share, and thank you for the connection made. My impression and message today is simple. Happiness is not only found in big things, but also in every small act of kindness that we share with each other. Thank you for being a part of this day, and let's continue to make this day come together.